one of the questions I had to you about your podcast is the word libations. So years
Yes.
ago,
Yes.
I always heard libations, and we used to joke about it when my kids were swimming, and we would have parties with the parents. We'd say, we're bringing libations. I'm listening to your podcast, and I come to learn that libations means something else, which is probably why they would be restricted during this time, because they're really for benedictions. Wine is for libations. So please explain it before I explain it wrong.
So I think you're talking about episode 37, the libations episode, where I talked about libations. So libations, technically, if you look at a dictionary, it's either the liquid being poured out in service of one's deity or gods, or the actual liquid being poured out. So that's technically, if you look in a dictionary, that's what libations are. And that was the episode we explored. There are libations in the Torah. We have them a little bit in Leviticus 23, a bunch of numbers, chapters 6, 15, 28, 29. So we have libations as part of our heritage, and the rabbis talk about it also. But in common parlance, it more facetiously becomes none of us are pouring out actively libations to God or anybody's deities these days, for the most part. There might be some people,
until we rebuild the temple.
Right. Well, I mean, saying even in America, some people and some little pockets of cultures might still be libating in one way or another, but it's more facetiously, humorously, just what we drink. So that's how it's humorously referred to as. But technically, libations are what people pour out, basically liquid sacrifices.
And there's a lot of rules on those too.
Well, there would have to be. Sure, you can't it's just like take anything and then pour it out and it would be religiously okay. You'd have to have you'd have to have specific religious rules about what you when you can do it, how you can do it.
It changed my whole relationship with the word libations now that I've listened to the podcast.
Thank you.